Hey everyone, it's Caslo, and welcome back to my channel. It's time for the next segment of my RPG Club playthrough of the classic Game Boy Advanced RPG, Golden Sun. But before we get started, what is the RPG Club? I've been an avid listener of the podcast The RPG Years, and its predecessor podcast The RPG Golden Years, and RPG The After Years. The podcast focuses on RPG reviews and news. They regularly do a community event known as the RPG Club. Imagine a book club, but for RPGs. They break up a community-chosen RPG into digestible chunks, usually about 5 hours, and discuss those segments every 2 weeks like a book club. If you want to check out the RPG Years, you can find a link in the description below. After healing the Tret tree at the end of the last segment, the team starts to work their way southeast from Colmena until they come upon the Fuchin Temple. Inside the temple, they're tested by Master Nyapa and receive an Orb of Force from the Fuchin Falls Cave as a reward. This Orb of Force teaches its bearer the Force Spell, which can be used to explore the maze-like Mogal Forest to the south. After navigating the forest and defeating a killer ape, the team arrives in the town of Jian. Visiting the town's dojo, Isaac uses the Force Spell to knock down a log from a distance, surprising the trainers in the dojo, who mistake it as a use of chi. This draws out Master Fe and his daughter Feizi. Feizi is worried about her friend Huzu, who is traveling west, and sets out on her own to find him. Master Fei then explains that synergy, or as he calls it, ki, is different from chi, as one comes from the power of the mind, and the other the power of the body. Heading west, the group catches up to Feizi at the Alpine Crossing, which has been blocked by a rock slide caused by Satyrus' group. With their path blocked, the group heads north to the mining town of Alton. Arriving in Alton, they find the town flooded as a result of water-spewing living statues. After defeating several statues, and a larger, more deadly Hydra statue, the team is able to drain the town of its flooding and receive the Lifting Gem, which teaches the ability Lift, which can be used to clear paths of large boulders. Lifting a boulder in the mines of Alton reveals a hidden path past Alpine Crossing. Now on the other side of the crossing, the group arrives at Lama Temple, where Master Hama has been awaiting the group's arrival. Master Hama is a Jupiter adept, like Ivan, who has precognitive powers. He teaches Ivan the spell Reveal, which can reveal hidden things in the world so that the group can pass the Lamakan Desert to the west. But first, Feizi arrives, and the group makes a quick detour to rescue Husu from some fallen boulders in the Alpine Crossing. After rescuing Husu, the team enters the Lamakan Desert, where they must use Ivan's Reveal spell to locate oases to quench their thirst from the heat. Near the end of the desert, the team must pass through a sandfall, where they are ambushed by a manticore. Felling the manticore, the team presses on and arrives in Ivan's hometown of Calais. In Calais, the group meets with Lady Leanna, the wife of Hammett, who reveals that despite paying a ransom to the thieves of Lumpa, Hammett has not been released. However, she does not want Ivan or the rest of the group to be worried about the situation. She informs them that an adept had prophesied that Ivan would unite with warriors from Vale and set out on an important journey. The adept had then delivered Ivan as a baby to Hammett and Leanna to care for until time came for his journey. With this information in hand, the team heads for the Calais docks to charter a ferry to the continent of Gondwanawan to follow Satyrus' group. And that's it for this segment of the Golden Sun RPG Club. What's to say for this section? It was largely moving from town to town, solving problems and learning new spells. We don't see Satyrus' group or anything during the segment. There just wasn't a lot of plot. One thing in this segment was I gave up on trying to learn Djinn classes, and just stuck to everyone getting only the Djinn of their element, which seems to be working out pretty well. Surprisingly, I'm really enjoying hunting down the Djinn in every town or dungeon we go through. Also, the speed of battles and a reasonable encounter rate has been really refreshing. It makes it really nice when I want to kill 15 to 30 minutes of grinding. As for locations, the desert was pretty rough to get through, as it seemed the distance between oases was just far enough that you wouldn't take damage from thirst. But if you took any step in a wrong way, you were screwed. Luckily, the dungeon wasn't too long. Meanwhile, Alton Peak was really enjoyable as a dungeon. It was fun figuring out how to get mining cart tracks lined up just right so you could proceed onward. But I'm really ready to get back to the plot, so let's get to segment 3. So that's it for this segment of the Golden Sun RPG Club. To follow along, be sure to hit that subscribe button to see new videos when they're posted. Additionally, if you want to check me out elsewhere, I have links to my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord in the description below. See you all next time!